What it do, what it do, what it do. It is I, Eden the Hero. Welcome to Humble Good Times. Today is 2 days after Thanksgiving. It has today actually makes a year since I have broken my wrist, and I can't front. I've been having flashbacks. I've been really just trying to take it easy, not do too much, make sure I am keeping things off the floor. It was just I'm thankful that my wrist has healed, but I ain't gonna lie, I never want to go through that again. That was the worst pain ever. Outside of my tooth. It's been a year since my mouth too. I had dental surgery last November, and then I broke my wrist at the end of November, and then I had my wrist surgery in December 16th. So yeah, I'm just happy to be feeling better, healed. My wrist is getting stronger. I feel like I've been doing push-ups and stuff, so we're definitely doing a lot better this year as far as physical. Financial health, man, I think I told y'all before, it's just been hard. It's been very hard this year, dealing with so many unpredictable circumstances. So let me update y'all, because it's been a minute. I actually made a video last weekend, but I felt like I wanted to at least see my doctor to be able to give the update on that and so much more. So let's start with we can start with my health. That's fine. So stomach's been doing better. I gotta get a colonoscopy in January, and the doctor said my blood work looked pretty decent, but then he remembered something was actually elevated in my blood work, which is just showing that there is inflammation going on in my body. I'm actually gonna change doctors, because this guy, he's just too busy. He if you have a patient coming, you should go over that patient's stuff to be familiar with that patient, to know what you want to talk about or bring up or whatever. And then on top of that, I feel like I was being rushed because it was the end of the day, but it was my appointment set for the end of the day because of me working earlier that day. So I wanted to make sure I was able to finish my day at work and then go to my appointment without the feeling of rushing. And yet I felt rushed out of the office. So yeah, I'm changing that doctor. There's actually an office closer to me that I've actually been attending for my treatment. I didn't know it was a doctor's office too, so I told him, I'm like, after this colonoscopy, I'm transferring to another doctor. I don't want to be. First of all, office is going south on 75. If you know, you know, living in Atlanta. Then on top of that, they want to charge for parking to get seen. Same with the hospital's emergency departments. They have paid parking. I'm just like, how the fuck is it that you expect people to pay for something so urgent, as if y'all ain't making enough money from these insurance companies? So yeah, I don't want to have to go through all of that and deal with paying for parking to be seen. Then on top of that, my appointment, it went so fast that I'm mad that I shouldn't even went in. It should have just been a phone call. Like, he could have just called me with that information, and then I would have gave him whatever information I needed to give to But I don't know. I'm just not feeling this doctor. He got too much shit going on, and I need someone that's actually going to take their time with their patient and not make someone feel like they're holding the doctor up or something. So yeah, but overall, I've been feeling better. Just of course watching what I eat and everything, being conscious pretty much. Thanksgiving eating was not bad, although towards the end of my night, right before I left my friend's place, my stomach was bubbling and stuff, so I was like, I need to get home. It was really good food, but I knew like I could only eat a certain amount, and then I was drinking wine too, so it was a lot. And when I finally got home, I just popped my gas relief pill, cause man, my stomach was hurting. So yeah, my health has been decent. Been feeling a lot better. Bobby, stop, Bobby, stop. Leave it alone. Rub his face on my phone stand. But yeah, I had to sit up. I was sitting on my bed and I felt like it was like I needed to stretch myself. But yeah, so moving right along, I got some good news. I don't think in my last video, I was even given the opportunity, but hold on. So yeah, I got some really exciting news. I ended up finding me another job, a whole new full-time job. I've accepted it. It'll be with this wine importer and distributor, and it'll be at night, which I'm actually looking forward to because I've been having trouble sleeping at night, firstly, and then secondly, I kind of just want the daytime to get done with, like, if I have appointments or anything. I don't want to be in jeopardy of having to, like, either leave early and whatnot, and because it's so early and it's like all the stuff that happened in my last job, which I ended up my last day being the day before Thanksgiving. I had to leave early a lot for my appointments, so I just want to make sure that if I have anything I need to attend, which I will, I can just do it during the day and then worry about working at night. I've been having just the energy at night more so. I don't like waking up early. I don't mind staying up late. I'm more of a night owl now, and it's just been hard wanting to get up super early. Yeah, I'm excited for this. It's a warehouse associate position. The funny thing is, the job I originally was gonna apply for was something I used to do at my old company that I used to work at, and it was one of my favorite jobs ever. And they ended up closing the position, and so I went to the website to see if there was anything available. Firstly, I wanted to check the website to see if that job is actually closed. Secondly, I wanted to see what they have to offer, because if I can do something else just to get my foot in the door, that position opens up a lot because of how much responsibility comes with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for this warehouse position, and it said nights, and it's 4 days a week, which is chef kiss. 4 days on, 3 days off. Love that schedule. Secondly, I was told that it's a guaranteed 40 hours a week, no matter how many hours that we hit as far as less than 40. So if we hit less than 40, I'm still guaranteed to get paid for 40 hours. So that was like another chef's kiss. I was like, I need that. Because they even talked about like the only way you would be eligible to get your 40 hours every week if you work less than 40 is if you showing up on time and you're not leaving early. So the good thing is, because of the type of schedule it is, I ain't gotta worry about leaving early, because I will do all my stuff during the day anyway. And right now they're on like Sunday through Thursday, but it's not so overwhelming from what I heard. But I'm okay with it, because truly their Sundays, they said they'll work a few hours. It's not even a full shift. I'm cool with that. I just like the idea of 4 days a week, guaranteed hours, and then the benefits are really dope. I get my insurance within 30 days, and then the first following right after, so I'll have them by January. And then all my like time, PTO, and all that stuff will be available after 90 days. So I'm good. I'm looking forward to just, getting acclimated, learning the job, getting in where I fit in, you know what I mean? It's gonna be this is the second nighttime job I had, like an overnight job where I'm there past midnight or 10 p.m. I used to have a 2 to 10:30 job, but that was back in Pennsylvania. And then when I came down to Georgia, I had a daytime that went to, I think it was a second shift position too. And then I ended up getting to the position that I really like, which was then overnight. Now, I was a little worried about going overnight, only because the last time I was working overnight, I grew depressed from just, firstly, I had an ex. I had somebody, I was living with my girlfriend at the time. She wasn't working. This was during COVID. She wasn't working. She expected me to have all the energy when I was working all this overtime, paying everything, and she had her own little bit of depression that she was going through. So it was just rough on me. Like, I was extremely tired all the time, and I was drinking more too. But this time around, I ain't gotta worry about nobody being at home waiting for me. I can get as much sleep as I need during the day before I go in. And yeah, I feel like I'll be better off doing this alone instead of having to worry about someone else. But I'm gonna keep in mind the fact that, there's potential that this can turn into a it can turn into depression. I feel like I've been going through somewhat of a high functioning depression lately. It's been, because of everything's been just so hard, like as far as financially financially, having to ask for help, like I was stressed this past week. I was stressed. Thankfully, my family came through and looked out for me, but I hate asking for help. Good thing, I feel like everything's gonna be changing. I feel the change coming. I was at work, like, I think it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday, just thinking about how everything's gonna change. Because I do have a second job as well. So I'll be working part-time at this DD store. And then I'll be working full-time at the wine spot, the wine distribution center. And so, yeah, I just can't wait to not be behind. Because I'm so behind on a few things. And it sucks. It sucks. I just did not expect for my life to be this way. And yet it could be so much worse. So I am thankful that it's no worse than what it is. I'm thankful I got family that will not let me fall on my face completely. And things are going to change. I got 2 jobs, 2 brand new jobs. And both jobs, the interviews were like overviews. They were not interviews at all. They were very simple, just conversations. And I like that because they obviously need the help. My resume really just pretty much sold this guy that's going to be my manager. He saw one position I had on there, which I was talking about, one that I love. And I told him I'm looking to try to get back into that. So he was like, just stick with me and wait until January. It'll be so smooth sailing. You're going to be looking for work, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, yeah, it's been such a blessing with those 2 jobs coming starting next week. Creatively, I can't even front. It's been dry. It's been really dry. I haven't really felt that creative spark as much as I would like to. I just had too much other things on my mind between my health and my job and my money. It's hard to like give myself into a place of like wanting to create. I mean, if I'm being honest, like a lot of this is inspiring me to tell my testimony and put it into something creative outside of the vlog. But I don't know, it's just been hard to like write something really dope or create something really dope. I've been journaling, if anything, at work. Now I'll be able to journal during the day before I go to work, since that job's over. And I can't even front, y'all. I'm so excited to be out of that damn job. That shit, it was just so unpredictable. Like, they let go all these people right before the holiday, and then they cut our overtime. So that's what like pushed me to really like start looking, because I'm just like, I'm not gonna be able to sustain my living without the overtime. And I was barely able to sustain it with the overtime because I could only work maybe an extra 10 hours a week because of how strenuous how much stress was my body was going through. So between these 2 new jobs, it's gonna be challenging, but I'm so up for this challenge. I'm looking forward to it. The second job is like right near me, 5 minutes away. The full-time job, that one's gonna require me to leave maybe like an hour early. But even still, it's all really just traffic. It's not really the miles that I gotta go. It's just the traffic. So it's all good. Because once I'm at work, and then I get to come home, be straight. But I guess one thing that I've been kind of thinking about lately is church and my faith. I don't know, it's just been something in me. I mean, I've been praying, I feel like I have more questions coming up lately that I would like to explore. And also, my dad's been questioning me about, or not even questioning me, because that was last video I told y'all about that question he did ask me. But he's trying to continue the conversation. I'm just like, I'm so not interested. It's not nothing to talk about. It's nothing to debate. It's literally, this is my life, and that's that. If you don't understand it, you can actually ask questions to understand, instead of sending me stuff that you want me to be swayed by whatever God says in your beliefs. I have no room for that. I don't. I think about when we first did this sermon recap on Sundays. I did it out of wanting to connect with my parents. I did not do it to deepen my faith, if I'm being honest. And the month they started was June, and the pastor wanted to talk about Pride Month and everything surrounding the LGBTQ, and he said love is not love. It was all this stuff that was offensive, and whatever he thought God believed, it was just I don't know why I didn't speak up a little more. But then again, it kind of always been this way with them, and I'm eventually gonna get my footing and my voice and really just set it straight, because I feel like I did, and they didn't want to know nothing about it. But now all of a sudden it's coming up, because my beard is getting more fuller and my voice is deep, and my whole identity that I identify as is you're not gonna change me. You can't change me. This has been me since a kid, and here we are at 40, and it has never left me. So, and honestly, I feel more connected to God as I'm traveling in this journey and just going through these changes, because I feel like if this was not meant to happen, it wouldn't happen. Something to stop me from doing it, and nothing has gotten in the way of it. And also, this is free will. We are entitled to free will. So I just have nothing to say other than I tried to tell you, you didn't want to hear it, so I'm living my life. Now, if this is a problem and you don't want to help me, then I get it. But if I'm calling you to ask for help, but you have a problem with how I identify, I can understand that being a conflict of interest. So, but anywho, for anybody in this journey, wherever you are, just trust God on this, because you're not feeling this way for no reason. You're not. There is something so much deeper and spiritual about transitioning and having this disconnection of your assigned birth gender versus what you feel and what you believe and how you see yourself. So it's our own journey to travel. It's not for everybody to be on. And like I said before, it's like I've already accepted in my mind, like there's just some things that my parents ain't gonna be invited to, only because I know they wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want to be there. They wouldn't want to support or get behind it. So I'm okay with that. I'm older now. I understand, like, everybody got their own beliefs. This is me. Can't get down with how I identify and who I am at the age of 40, and it is what it is. But yeah, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was good this year, mind you. I mean, talked a little bit about just, eating. Eating was great. My friend Lex always throws down. There was never anything nasty that she creates or cooks. And it was just, chef's kiss. And her desserts was awesome. She made a homemade chocolate pound cake. Chocolate on chocolate pound cake. It was so good. It was so rich. It was overwhelming a bit, but it was so good. Much like all the turkey. She made 3 different style turkeys, flavors, or styles of turkey off of one turkey. And so much more. It was just, and I got to take home like a whole pan full of food, leftovers, because that was my goal this year. I'm getting all the leftovers I can possibly get. Supposed to go to my aunt's tomorrow, but she had to cancel, which, it's all good. I'll save gas money that way. But yeah, I think since I'll be working at nights, I'll try to get back to my weekly updates and keep y'all abreast of what this journey is to come on this journey. This has been a humble good time. I am Eden the Hero. Peace.